reach out to the people that are just trying to make ends meet, that are literally picking up 2 to 3 jobs.
Hustling.
To Codz's earlier question, what do you think the government has to do to fix things? So it ties in with Codz's earlier question
It
because
does.
we want to make things better. And to my point is, hey, I think it starts with the government trying to make things easier for us, and then we could kind of live a happier life.
I'll tell you guys.
So-
I'll tell you guys a couple things.
Sure.
Stop sending money out of the country and overseas. Take care of us first. So put that money into programs and stuff that's going to support people that are actually in the country.
Maybe like homelessness type of
Yep.
thing? Or-
Stop.
Yeah.
All these different things. Stop. Stop
'Cause it's
letting
been
more.
on a rise?
Stop letting more immigrants in because it's flooding the market with jobs. It's fucking with everything.
Hey.
Stop letting as many as you are in. I'm sorry, but like we're closed. You're gonna let these people come here and they're not gonna be able to survive
At all.
It's a lose-lose. They're not winning. So and then the last thing, axe the fucking carbon tax. That's a bunch of bullshit, bro. That only hurts every single person. That
really does.
It doesn't. It's not gonna do anything. Like,
It's so funny, and I hope we can go back and remember this. A couple years ago, I was like, "Yo, there's literally going to be no more middle class. It's either
rich and poor.
It's either you can afford to keep up with the Jones, or you can't. You're really going to be struggling on a monthly basis to really meet up to your daily or your monthly bills.
yeah.
It's tough, bro. It's tough. People are losing their houses, losing their stuff. It's like, why?
And even if they have like a roommate or whatnot, there's people that are like selling like half of their space in their place. They're like, here's a couch. I'll rent you out the couch.
We literally talked about that, yeah.
To answer Diu's question, what the government needs to do, they really need to really focus their money towards our citizens, to what we need. We need more help when it comes to groceries. Groceries went up over probably 120%. We need more help when it comes to just housing in general.
For sure.
I understand housing, when it comes to developing housing, has been a little bit slow because of everything that happened with COVID, but we need more help when it comes to being able to afford housing.
Yeah.
More affordable housing
Develop
somewhere.
affordable housing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Jobs. I feel like jobs, there's so many jobs out there, but like everyone's just all of a sudden not qualified for them. It's just crazy. It's either you can get a warehouse job and those are on the rise, but then all those other jobs is so hard to get. So we just need more help with jobs.
I will say that people need a wake up call because there's a lot of people that are very, very lazy. Everybody wants to be a social media star, but the thing is like there's all these
Are you
jobs out
talking
there.
about me?
Absolutely.
Don't call him out.
There are all these. There are all these jobs out there that are blue collar that nobody wants, and it's very like as me being previously in the industry of hiring for blue collar jobs. It's fucking very hard to find people that actually want to do these jobs. There's lots of shit out there. It's just people are being lazy.
You're a picky.
Yeah.
'Cause if you really think about it, if my car note hasn't been paid in 2 months and I really need to pay that shit, I'll go get a job at Tim Hortons. I'll go get a job at McDonald's to make sure I make that kind of shit. Some people would be like, fuck it. I don't give a shit. Get rid of it. I'll take the bus. I'll walk. I'll do whatever the case may be. I don't care. People are very lazy. And that's what the worrying thing is. You are right. You are right, for sure.
Well, if you look at the trades, man, people are not going into the trades anymore. Like the trades, everybody's leaving the trades right now. All the 67-year-olds that have been in there for like years, they're starting to retire and nobody's picking up the slack.
No,
It's the same thing with businesses.
No, you're wrong. Because there's a lot of people going into trades, but there's not a lot of jobs. Because of what happened with COVID back in 2019 plus, up until about,
Oh, so all the businesses shutting down. and
there's
shit.
not a lot of work being done. Because again, we can't afford house.
That's true.
People are looking to rent just to be in a basement to just be thankful. For God's sake, we can't afford. There's some people giving up their allocations for housing within our area because they can't afford it. They can't get a mortgage because we can't meet up to the qualifications.
Yeah.
If your qualifications is, oh hey, I make $50,000 a year, but you need to be making 70, what are you gonna do? How the hell are you gonna make that difference? Every month you're gonna be dropping anywhere from 2 to 3K. How are you gonna do that on top of living?
Yeah.
It's unaffordable, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Okay. I have a lot to say just listening to you guys, and thank you guys for that input. That was great. I want to highlight Coz's point about the housing just because housing in the States over the last few years has actually gone down. Meanwhile, in Canada, it's gone up. we usually let the states dictate how things are gonna go, and it usually it's like a ripple effect, and it happens here. But with housing, it's been going up, and with food, it's been going up. I recently put something in the chat about just food in Canada versus food in Mexico. I know it's a bad example, but that person who spent 120 on food in Canada spent $50 in food in Mexico. So
For the same amount.
for the same amount of food, same foods, right? With that being said, as me being someone who voted for Trudeau the first time around, I also just wanted to say the only way to fix things is having real conversations with real people. So by that, I mean people like us, people that go to work, that are barely just making it, that are struggling to make ends meet. They need to have those types of conversations with those types of people. Just because you want to be relatable. For this pod, late last year, I said I wanted to make this pod the most relatable podcast in the world.
You did.
So with that being said, we also have to be able to get our influence from different people about life experiences and all the sorts of things that they are going through. So with that being said, I feel like, and time is ticking for old boy, but you have to be able to be relatable because only a select amount of few people want to hear about that climate shit.
Yeah.
But that climate shit is not the biggest issue right
It's
now.
not. We have a lot more issues. Like I feel like we're tossing dollars at the wrong things.
Yes.
Oh, well, our the amount of homeless people we have went up by 50%. Oh no, we're gonna throw some dollars at Ukraine. We're gonna throw some dollars here. We're gonna throw some dollars there. It's like, hello,
Our budgeting is whack.
what? How? Hey, my wages are going up, but then everything else is going up double. It's like I can't. How is someone who's making anywhere from $40 to $50 struggling an hour? Like how does that make any sense? And you're doing the
that
bare
part.
minimum.
That part.
So what am I supposed to do now? What am I supposed to do? That's why it's like so many people are looking at like, hey, I can make money from social media. That's where so many people looking at, hey, you can make extra money. This is a way to make extra money from going to Google and doing. So many people are looking at extra ways to make money, and it's like those are not the most reliable places sometimes. And like,
Nor should we have to be able to do that.
Shouldn't have
We shouldn't
to.
do that.
And I will say that's causing a lot more scams and everything else is happening because people are looking for the shortcuts. They're looking for ways they can make quick money, and they're getting very, very risky
bullseye,
because of that.
bullseye.
So by sending all your money across and not actually helping out with your people, you're causing more crime in the city, more
Ooh,
violence.
Matt, you said it. That's the point.
All that shit. People, the amount of videos I see of people robbing malls and going in and doing violence and shit and like carjacking people. That's why all these things are up. People are trying to make money.
Yes. Is it bad? Yes. Do I blame them? Honestly, to a certain extent, I can't because they got to hold down their own shit.